Good morning. Good Shabbos. So once again, we meet on the first day of the new um, attribute for the week. And this week we're on the attribute of Hod, which um, it's on the left side, so it's here in the chart, and looks like it's on my right, but it's if you're looking at it like you are, then it's on your left. So that's right. So there we go. It's and this is a chart just to conceptualize things, and they're really not obviously in this configuration. They are qualities that we experience throughout our lives, and they don't have positions on this piece of paper except to map it out a little bit. So, so as always, the first day is going to be Chesed, which is loving kindness, and Chesed within Hod. So it's Chesed, loving kindness within humility, within receiving, within nurturing. So it's loving kindness within these qualities. And I was just saying that this week I've been anticipating today's quality, I think, because I've had a little bit of a run in with some health issues, and really needing to sleep a whole lot. And sometimes I have a tendency to say, "Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's not time to sleep yet." I've been taking a nap in the morning before lunch, like a half an hour nap. And then in the afternoon, I have to take at least an hour nap, like around 3 or 4. And then I'm okay for a couple hours, and then I was ready to go to sleep. So that's been my schedule this week. And I was actually supposed to travel today to an exciting event in California. There's a performance of composition of mine on Sunday, and I was going to see my son and maybe my brother and sister. Um, and, I didn't want to expose anyone to what I've got. I think it's kind of maybe contagious, kind of a cold or something. And and I decided not to push myself. I decided to go with what is, and just rest if I need to rest, not if I don't, but not be on the go. And it reminded me of a scene from a home movie. My father used to take home movies, and there was a movie that we were at the beach, and there was a shot of my mother standing next to me, and I was standing up like I must have been on some kind of a pier or some kind of a ledge. And so I was about the same height as she was. I was about 3 years old. And I was all dressed up in a little blue dress with lace trim or something. And when we were watching this movie, my mother commented much later that I had a cold that day. And that's why I wasn't wearing a bathing suit, and that's why I wasn't swimming with my sister, my older sister. And she was with me. And I could see the breeze, I could feel the breeze, and I could feel her. She just looked really peaceful, just standing there with me. And I could feel her love. I could feel her comforting presence. I was fine. I looked fine. I didn't wish I was anywhere else. I was happy, just content, just being with her and being in my little dress and not running around. And I've been thinking of that image today, especially with this quality of chesed, loving kindness, and humility, or taking a step back. Hod is taking a step back, not having to be the center. It's just okay to be quiet. And the loving kindness is what is the key to being content with that. And in my life, I've had a little bit of a hard time being loving towards myself and being patient with myself. And so this week, I've been kind of easing into that embrace. So I was thinking for our meditation, this Chesed within humility, within quiet, that we could send loving kindness to ourselves and to our sweet, gentle selves, and to from our sweet, gentle side, our loving side, directing it towards yourself. Directing it, you can direct it towards others as well, but let's start with ourselves. And when we close our eyes, you can go ahead and close your eyes and breathe in this loving kindness energy and feel it going throughout your body. It can be radiating from the heart. It can be radiating from your right shoulder, if that's the kind of the origin on the chart of this flow of loving kindness. You can imagine it coming through the top of your head and breathing it throughout the body, down through the head and through the neck and the shoulders and the chest. And let it go all the way down the torso into the abdomen area and the lungs. And then wherever it needs to go, let it just ride the energy. Let the energy just flow and unblock any resistances. Just take it in. Take in this loving kindness and let it be your friend. Surrender in this loving kindness. Any resistance, and just accept it and receive it with the receiving power of Hod, the receiving, the quiet, the patience, and the joy, the quiet joy. And I'll time us now for 30 minutes. Welcome back. You know, these qualities that we sit with our eyes closed, they're reverberating all the time. They don't stop. We just focus on them when we're quiet. But throughout the day, throughout the day, see if you can think of it. See if you can take a breath and feel the loving kindness and the quiet just reverberating in you and taking care of you and loving you and learning to love yourself. It's part of me that says, I don't deserve it. We deserve it. You deserve it. God is love. God loves us. We're part of this loving unity. And when we feel it, others around us feel it. So bless you for a beautiful week of Hod. And the fifth day of this week, which will be Tuesday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah. It's Hod of Hod, Hod within Hod, and that's a special day. It's Lag Omer, the day of healing. Legend says that Rabbi Akiva's students were suffering from a plague, and the plague ended on the 33rd day of the Omer, which is Hod Sheba Hod. It's a big celebration in Israel that day, and around the diaspora, maybe the picnics, people go outside and celebrate. So that's coming up. Shabbat Shalom. Until next time, thank you for joining me.